Hello everyone. In Module 3, we learned the different categories of verbal communication. One of those categories is language is relational, meaning that language can either bring us together by using supportive messages or can tear us apart by using unsupportive messages. Supportive messages can be defined as messages communicated in an open, honest, and non-confrontational way that help bring people together. Unsupportive messages can be defined as messages that make people respond in a defensive way and can lead to feeling of separation. Today, I will be discussing how I have used supportive and unsupportive messages in my professional life. Today, my example is going to be when I used verbal communication to talk on the phone with my boss. It started as I was getting ready for work, and as I was leaving, he called me and he said, "Hi, Melina, I want to let you know that I'm going to need you to cover for Marissa because she's on third floor and she has the flu, so I'm going to need you to close for her tonight because she has a doctor's note and she obviously can't stay here." I said, "Well, okay." I said, "I'm on my way to work right now." I was like, "But I was really hoping to leave early because I have homework due tonight at midnight." And he got really defensive right off the bat, right after I said that, and was like, "Well, you're scheduled until 11:30 anyways, so you were going to be here regardless." And that made me pretty angry, so I responded back defensively and said, "Well, we usually aren't busy on a weekday, so I figured I was going to leave early." And that's what started our whole argument because we used unsupportive messages and got very defensive. He said, "Never mind, I have it covered. I'll see you later." And I said, "Okay, bye," and I hung up on him. And then I proceeded to go to work because I was scheduled, so I wasn't going to miss my shift. When I got to work, he sat me down as soon as I got there and used unsupportive messages when threatening me because he said I wasn't a part of the team, and that if I wasn't a part of the team that he didn't need me here. He used labels saying that I didn't do my job and that, so he labeled me as lazy. He labeled me as not a team player because I didn't want to cover a shift for someone. Even though I was there, I was obviously going to do it. I just thought I should voice my opinion on why I didn't want to be there, but I was going to be there. And then we got into dragging up the past, talking about how I used to be late before and how, and just things in the past that have gone wrong. And we started bringing them up. He started bringing them up, and we both were using unsupportive messages, making our argument, making it pretty bad. It was getting pretty bad. And now I realize that if I would have just used supportive messages from the get-go and just have been open with him and honest and not sarcastic or defensive, it would have gone a lot better. Instead of arguing, we could have just had a conversation like adults, and it wouldn't have been so awkward the next day when we saw each other because it was very awkward after. It would have just been a conversation and not an argument, and it would have looked better on me, honestly, because arguing with your superior isn't what you're supposed to do. But I got very defensive once he started saying threats and dragging up the past and putting labels on me. So I have learned that I should communicate honestly and openly, but in a non-confrontational way. Instead of arguing with someone, I can communicate with them by just having conversations. Instead of getting loud with someone, I can be calm and talk to them. And I should I should, I just shouldn't be so defensive, basically. I feel like I'm always on the defense. I am always ready to clap back at someone and to be right, just to have a response as soon as they say something to me. And instead, I should learn to listen and then respond, and respond in a positive way instead of a negative way. Even if what I want to say is negative, I need to say it in a good tone, in a peaceful tone, and not defensively. If I would have known these different types of communication before and these strategies before, I feel like my conversation with my superior would have went a lot better. And from now on, my conversations with my superiors and with my family members and my significant others will be a lot better. And I am thankful that I have learned the different categories of verbal communication and listening, and everything that I have learned.